What's up, everyone? I want to go over my trades from Thursday and Friday of this past week. Let's jump right in. On Thursday, I took LB for opening range breakdown. Uh, my orders are my orders are like not my orders are not in order, but I just forgot to sort this by the time. But I got short on this one for opening range breakdown at 37.60, and then I just killed this right away at 37.99. Uh, Small loss, but I just clicked this too early. The low of this open range candle was 37.60, and we didn't actually make a new low. We just went down, tapped that level again, and bounced off of it. So once I realized we didn't make a new low, I waited for a second to see if we would, but when this thing started to push back up against 100, I just ended up taking it off, which ended up being a small loss. And then I waited on this one, and then I took this for opening range breakout over the pre-market high at uh, 39.93, and ended up getting stopped out on a max loss at 39. But looking back on this, this was kind of extended for me to jump in on this. If I was going to take this, I probably should have took it back here once we broke over to 20, but it wouldn't have been enough room up to this opening range high, and I would have said that my first target would have been this pre-market high, but you got to respect these levels. So I probably should have just left this one alone with it being so extended up here. But I did get the trigger to get in over the pre-market high. I got in, and this thing ended up failing. So after that, I moved on to SONO, and I took this one for opening range breakout at 21.40. Uh, it ended up pulling back, and I got stopped out at 20.88. Uh, I was able to size up on this one. This was a cheaper stock, didn't have as much room, so I gave it about 50 cents. Ended up getting the max loss stop on this, and then as this thing came up and we were showing some strength, I seen these moving averages was just screaming up, so I jumped back in on this at 21.40 again, looking for another push. And when I got in the second time, I didn't take enough shares, which messed this trade up just because I didn't feel like this had enough room to give me a full point for me to take profit. That's why I needed to size up on this. And when I didn't size up, it just didn't make sense for the profit targets I would have needed to actually make money on this. So I ended up taking it off as it came back down at 21.19. But this did make the move I was looking for. I would at least got one cover, but I just didn't take enough size, and I was pretty much done after that. So that was Thursday, and then on Friday, I took FL. I took this for opening range breakdown. Got short at 40.36, and this thing just the price action on Friday just really sucked. This thing just kept stalling. I did not like the way it traded. Usually, when stocks stall like that, uh, they can be pretty explosive and move against you relatively quick. So once I seen it was trading like that, and we got down to about 5 cents away from my profit target, and when it didn't get hit and this thing started pushing up, I just made my stop back at break even, and I like I said, I got short at 40.36, and then end up killing this at 40.28. So this was pretty much a break even trade, but yeah, this thing ended up making it down to my first target, but uh, this was Friday. It was my one of the nights I had to work, and coming in, I was already tired. And when this thing was just stalling around like that, I just didn't have the patience. And like I said, it could have blew up against me relatively quick. But had I stuck with it and just let it ride, this did make it down to my first target. It just took all day to make it there. But uh, just ended up killing it. Didn't have the patience to stick with it. Neither did I. I wasn't. I was just too tired to really stick with it. Also, and that was pretty much it on Friday. There's that one trade, pretty much a scratch trade. So, this week I did. I believe it's either very small red or pretty much break even. But I am proud of the way this week. I feel like I stuck to my trade plans. Feel like I executed well. Besides Thursday, just not really looking at how extended this was and jumping in, and the error on this one would not without not taking enough size, which caused me to kill this because it just didn't make sense at that point. But other than that, it was a pretty solid week for me. Even though I broke even, I am proud of my execution. So I'm just going to keep that positivity going into next week. Keep focus only on the execution and just let the trades play out. Maybe had I not had to work this night before, I would have had a little more patience to stick with this because it never hit my max loss. But then again, once this thing closed above the opening range and made a new high, technically this was dead anyway when we claimed back over the 9. So I would have ended up probably taking a loss on this. So I feel like I did the right thing also on this one. But that was my week. Thank y'all for checking in with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.